Welcome back to part 2 of What If him, Deku, or not Deku, the Sir Shield man was in My Hero Academia. So, where we left off, let's say it was a tie between Ochako and the one that was in the intro and him. Yeah. So they all got first place and then they went home. Or actually, number one reason that he does care is family and friends are more important than being greedy. He loves everybody except for those people that are like betrays others. But plus he really did yell at his father because he was at the bar or not him, but his father was at the bar. He had to literally grab him and brought him out of the bar all the way back to the house because he doesn't need to flood his septic tank that's inside of his body. But instead, he should have been as All For One was watching from the shadows, as he's grinning. The student that's walked into a bar to get his father. What would his name be? As the Quark Doctor says, it's Shield. What I heard from he's going through a difficult time in his family. That his own his father and his mother are in so much debt. And that, I see. So he is trying to hold his own family together. He's not letting his father die like that way. I see. It's a heavy burden of his, isn't it? Yes. The reports say that he's a leader. He doesn't let anyone slip up. Because as his own father, actually All For One says, sorry. So All For One thinks that if Shiraki-sen keeps failing on him, he might know a replacement for Shiraki-sen. Yeah, because he's more acts like a leader than a rookie like how Shiraki-sen is. Let's get into that a little bit later. So then his mother, or no, his sister's like, how was it? And I didn't really drink. I just grabbed our father back. You should have just let me drown my sorrows in drugs. As his father says, or as he says, well, if I did that, you would probably end up dead then by no drugs, because you are still our father, no matter what. But you going out like that is like your heart stops beating, your organs shut down. You'll be dead in like couple minutes. So I know that you had to pay the bills and all that stuff, but you don't have to sacrifice your own life, Ave, to pay all of it off. Heck, but in secret, he actually, or Zuko, or not Zuko, Shield, that's his name, was Shield. So he ends up, like had a secret job. Because his father and his mother didn't know that he got paid over 9,009,000,000 and 9 something per day. So, and card came through, or like, as he goes, checks on the mail, as he tells his sister, don't let him commit any suicides, okay, sister? I won't. Don't let him do that. Okay? As he goes in, as it was to him, as he secretly opens it, because it was the same job that actually paid him, as he looks through, and his father was also, his father didn't, like, get paid because of he was, like, doing, like, sidesteps things. Heck, he got fired from his last job because he was drinking on a job. Not Shield, but his father. So, but when he saw, as he keeps it, as he goes and deposits it, like, secretly, as they're like, the bank is like, okay. So, it was a heavy burden earning to so he got over like way much than as yeah, because he from age of like 12 he actually worked for actually instead of one company it was 4 companies until he got to 15 as they all like combined all of the money that he saved up. He bought a he had over infinity amount. Like he got a gift for his mother, his father, his sister, her, to go on a plane or go on a cruise and like cruise all the way around the globe. And yeah. But he's not telling them. So he secretly like wanted to keep them happy. As his sister didn't really knew what's going on. So she's just playing around. And now he is at school and he does his schoolwork. And he really did pay off all that dent or like the payment stuff right then and there. As everybody or as the everybody's like, okay, all right. As their father thinks that he needs to find a job. As he looked at all that paid stuff, or like all that stuff, he had 2 separate accounts. One was a secret one that he wanted to like do like side money things for. Yeah. He ends up getting. So during Christmas they came in as their father, or actually, yeah, let's say the All for One versus All Might was after Christmas thing. It was a time skip. But at USJ, reason why I'm skipping the USJ is because it's similar to Canon. Or not similar, but it's pretty boring. So then the whole like sports festival same thing as then yeah. So and All for One like versus All Might thing was actually during the camp, or like All for One versus All Might, and Shield Hill, or All for One says, huh, your student is a top dog. Oh, I'm surprised that you didn't even notice that he cares about people compared to those like what Hero Killer Stain says. He sees all rest of them as fake heroes. Between you and me, he's just pulling our leg. As Zuko, or as they're like, or Bakugo got captured, but Zuko, or not, no, Shield sees the entire fight as All For One is about to use his laser attack. As actually, he had his sister with him. As they both like jumped into and they like landed right in front of All Might as he took the hit, as he pushed the attack, or he walked right through the attack like it wasn't even there. As he walks closer, as his sister takes All Might and all the remaining citizens away. Because once he gets mad, well, thank goodness we are in this universe. Thank goodness. Because once he reached critical, it is no laughing matter. And probably even Doomsday might, like, come out of nowhere and wha-bam! I mean, kind. So, yeah, Zuko, or Shield, just used his full power as he tells All For One, this is what All For, or Zuko, or Shield, I keep saying Zuko, sorry. The Shield says to All For One, that reason why I wanted to become a pro hero is like same thing as Ochako. Oh. Make people happy and make the and some cash. And yeah, so and next yeah, so he secretly had a lot of money in the secret account, but not in his main account of his parents. Yeah. Because he wants to make sure that his parents are happy. He secretly paid off all the debts. As All For One is like, I see. Now, you may hate. As he gets punched and hard. As Zuko was about, or as All For One, or says this, I'll deal with you later. Now I'm gonna deal with All Might first before. As All For One is about to, or use transformation thing, transform his arm into a big arm. As he is about to hit All Might, or before he even hits All Might, let's say a miracle just happened. Form of his sister. His sister had a sword that was custom made for her by her brother because, yeah. And when she moved around real fast, yeah, you know those scenes where where I was about to say name from Avengers Infinity War where everyone turns to dust. Us one here. This is why name that my phone is acting dumb. So this one where people are like disappearing, like all for one, what has like that as all for one by one little girl. Yeah. And she says, "Yay, I beat my very first villain. Yay!" As she's happy about it. Own it. As he says, technically we both did. But who says? Yeah. As All for One's last words were, "You brat." As All for One's about to try to steal the Shield's his sister's quirk. But then, yeah, he did something unthinkable. He broke All for One's entire fingers all the way he threw, and then he disappeared. And he's like, "Okay, now you're done." As everyone couldn't believe that Zuko, or that Shield and his sister are the brother and sister. As some of them turns their heads, as they said, "Man, these two kids are like strong on their own." Plus, one of them is named after Shield. The like as so then the time skip to I'm skipping the overhaul fight thing because he or Shield knew he's upset where what Overhaul did to Ares, as he's ready to like punch All for One or Overhaul. Oh, as yeah, punching Overhaul to death. Yeah. Then, so after all that stuff, the basically now it's Christmas time for them. So I know that I said that after the Christmas time Overhaul or All for One battles against All Might, but I changed it back to where it was. So yeah. So then the Christmas time AIM came around as, let's say, or of course the dorms were implemented earlier. as he had two Christmas to go to, like one for the school and one for the home. So, yeah. So after the school ones, and he wants to spend time with his family. He actually, or during the Christmas time, they all asked him, they all asked him, what did, and they didn't realize that he got every gift for them all. Infinite amount, because he actually, yeah, because he has infinity ability that never dies out. So yeah, he has infinite money, so he bought everyone a shirt, shoes, pants, underwear, bras, everything for his classmates. And he also bought his little sister and his family a trip. So he tells them, or his, even everybody like opens their gifts as they like, that's as they start to like choke on their own words. That is so cool. Usually it costs about over $1 million. How did you get all this money? Or like, how did you get it? It's a little secret that I am keeping. As his own, like, they're like, but thank you, as they all like hugged him. Yeah, he even gave Mr. Aizawa something. Some, like, extra, like, glasses that are special ones that has, like, fragrance things in them. So, yeah. Or, like, to keep his eyes, like, moist when he's out fighting. As they're like, man, you thought about everyone. Yeah, there is this one reason why. Because I don't see you as classmates. I see you as my own family, my own friend. Or I see you all as my own family. I care about you all. I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm actually saying it for reals. As Dark Shadow is like, man, you thought about, or all of us be your, like, family? Yeah. As he even had enough money for something like for himself. But instead, he already got what he wants. As, let's say at his house, he goes over. As his mother, her, shows up with a Christmas hat. His father was like drunk. As he tells them, or his sister wasn't didn't know what's gonna go on, because she got the best gift from his own, or from her brother. Her own brother got her those like things that would worth about a fortune. And yeah, so he basically, as his sister or his mother is like, all right, Ian, what did, as they got gifts, as his, they opened their gifts, and they're like, their mother's like, oh, yay, Ian, you got me the socks, new socks, and shirts and pants. As, yeah, his father, her, like, sorry, it's, remember, I only bought one pair of pants, or one pair of shirt, one pair of underwear, bras, socks. That's all. As his father bought them, that stuff, but they knew that his other, as they were about to start an argument between their parents, as he starts to giggle at them, because as they both like, as he knows that as he tells them that I already have a gift for all of you. As he walks into his bedroom, grabs 3 boxes, or not 3 boxes, 3 envelopes. As he walks back into the living room, where they were faced away from each other's, because she's ready to like punch the snot out of him. His father wants to like have a full divorce thing from, but then when he says, when both of you were like arguing about money, do you want to see what you got for these? Let us, or as, let's say, yeah, this is, let's say they, or let's say their mother looks just like her, but without bunny ears. And yeah. So, you don't need to see that. So, basically, their mother's like, oh, yay. What did you get? Gift cards for all of us? No, not exactly. What you're expecting. Go ahead, open them. As he opened them, and when they pulled out the cruise tickets things, as they, all 3 of them, had their eyes wide open, like it was like bigger than as their jaws dropped to the floor. As they looked around, or they looked at their son, and their son is like, their mother and their father could not believe that their son did that to them. They dropped the beat. Yeah. So they, like, of course, their mother was, like, starts to tear up. And, yeah, their mother tears up. Their father was like, hold on. Can I ask, how much did, or like, he's trying to, like, stumble over his words, or trying to say, how much did you spend? Did you spend all of our money on pizza crud? Like that? No, I had a special account set aside for it. And, yeah, it was a secret account. It has infinite money stashed into it. So, as their mother and their father was like yelling at him for, why did you have to spend all of our money on a piece of crud like that? Huh? As he says, spend a crud on what? That stuff? Wow. As they wanted him to take that back. As he gets up and walks away. Because they didn't know that there was no money drawn from it. And they were like, as Zuko, or as Shieldman sat down, but they didn't know that he actually used his secret money thing to actually pay all of it off. So they aren't in debt anymore. They could get into a better house. They could do better on a better lifestyle, and yeah. But this is how they treat him. Like, take it, or take the cruise ship's tickets back. Or let's throw them away. As his father, his mother was like saying that to them. As his sister says, you know, he worked hard on those, right? To actually got you those tickets. And his father and his mother didn't realize that he, yeah. So, yeah, his own, he so they wanted to be like, okay, we'll put the kids in a nursing home thing, and like, but then Zuko, or no, not Zuko, when they were like, let's see if there's any bills, any cash on our card, and they see no bills. Like last year, they had like over 9,999 million. Yeah. But then next year, or like when they looked again, it was like all vanished, like ninja vanish. And he tells his sister what really just happened, that to make the dreams come true. And of course, his sister was walking with him, and he tells his sister that, did you notice there was one thing? As his sister wanted to ask, what happened to all those bills? Do we have any in debt? And, or like, any bills left? Rather, I forgot to mention. Probably our sister or our mother forgot to ask. As he looks at her, oh, let's just say that bill stuff, was unable to be searched. Yeah, so he starts giggling, as his sister doesn't even know. So please wait for part 3.